know them Ravens cross the border.
Hold up. You know I'm a touchdown with the sack. Run up the whole like a running back on the play. Intercept the pack like a safety. You boys handshake on the play. That's a flag on the play. Let's go.
Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake.
Let's go.
NFL football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. The atmosphere here electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Buffalo Bills.
To kick off for Buffalo.
Fall is in the air and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Second down. It's Jacobs. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one up to around the 33.
The ball carrier.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling him in the huddle right now.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Now Carr. They take him down. The Bills get to him. A sack there by Trent Murphy.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Here now Roberts. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 37. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
The pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Allen. He's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. John Brown, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills have taken the early lead. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no return forthcoming for Richard as this will come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of the game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy. You understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Running is Jacobs. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Levi Wallace.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 44-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I thought when Josh Jacobs was coming out of the University of Alabama, he was an absolutely perfect fit for John Gruden's offense with the Raiders. And it turned out, in this case, I was absolutely right. Led the NFL rookies in rushing a year ago, 1,150 yards. In fact, the only rookie to top the 1,000-yard barrier. And this kid is a workhorse who can carry the football in any situation and catch it out of the backfield.
A run with Jacobs there on first down, but he'll manage only a yard or two at best. Second down coming up.
To the 49-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Brooks Reed was able to find his way to the QB. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He was trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
So now Carr and the Raiders dealt a 3rd and long after that sack. To throw is Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Carr. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Raiders trying on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Bills are going to get the football back.
Play is a turnover on downs.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To the air, Allen. Going up top. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Throwing again. Allen. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
First down, Buffalo.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Bills 7, Raiders nothing.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's Allen. It's caught by Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
To Deshaun Jackson.
Deshaun Jackson. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0.
To kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Here's Jacobs. They find some open field here. The 40, 20, 10, 5, and he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play that time for the Raiders. 61 yards that time on the ground.
At the 3-yard line.
Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
The ball carrier.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll run with Jacobs. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal.
Brings up 4th and
Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We're soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
It's an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
4th down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Carlson is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now, right now, they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And a 1st and goal coming up here inside the 10-yard line.
Their partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
a loss of 2.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
On 2nd and goal, Carr. And it's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Foster Moreau, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. If you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. The extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Come to the line to start their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Now Allen. It's complete to Diggs. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of 34. And that's now 2 big catches on this drive for him.
You know, the NFL keeps talking about the possibility of using video for coaching on the sidelines. That's not approved yet, but you can still use pictures. They've got to send his picture down to their defense and say, you see him? Cover it.
And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll look to run with Singletary. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Devin Singletary. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life. But you're stuck with me in this booth, and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. but a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Now they'll throw with Carr. They'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 28. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
At the 28-yard line.
A 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Carr. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. This is picked up by the Bills. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On first down, they stick with Singletary. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the lead grows to 14 at 24-10. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll run it again with Miller. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Corey Littleton able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Here's a give to Miller. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
Well, they went back to him, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And that is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The Bills send the punter out. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at about the 28. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And, Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they could put a good drive together here, it'd go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the second half, job number 1 was getting a stop, wasn't it? So, big check right there. Now they want to see if their offense can build on that momentum.
1 yard.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Stopped right at midfield. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Nice catch there by Tyrell Williams, who got off to a hot start. Heck, I call it a blazing start in 2019, scoring a touchdown each of his first 5 games. And he has history as a big-time receiver as well. 1,000 yards receiving for the Chargers back in 2016.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Carr now on 1st down. Steps away to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
This pass from Carr taken in by Waller. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Still goes the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. Carr to throw for it on fourth down. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
First down, the Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
At the 3-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
One more time with Jacobs. And again, this Buffalo defense there in run support to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
3rd and goal.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Carr to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Kiko Alonso.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, the fact you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Allen to throw it. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And incomplete on the deep ball. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And that'll bring up second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now a handoff to Miller. Room here to run. Past the 20. And he'll wind up taking this all the way down to the Raiders' 10-yard line. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
First down, Bills.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. On first down, Singletary. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out. We've got them now.
And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Bills will extend their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those two TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
The score, Bills 31, Raiders 10. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. And he will be taken down inside the Buffalo 20. It's a big play there for Vegas. And even 60 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. They run it with Jacobs. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
The ball carrier.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
Gain of 5.
From the 9, second and 5. Once again, it's Jacobs. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Throwing now is Carr. They're trying to get to Woods, but it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. A big seam, and he might go all the way.
Oh, it don't matter. It don't matter.
And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Tyler Bass now for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Raiders 10. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started, and you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Now Carr to try again after the pick 6. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play that time for the Raiders. 51 yards.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I didn't. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length. Talk about giving your team a little juice.
Oh, big time. I mean, everyone's going to be excited about that one, whether you're on the field or not. It permeates its way through the entire team, and I can't wait to see what they do on the next down.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Here's Carr. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. To throw is called, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think can absorb that contact.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Carr, got to have this one. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Micah Hyde. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great things.
And the Raiders have got him. Tanner Hughes brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now Allen. And got his man complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Let's go, football. Let's go.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. So Allen's going to look to throw. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. Well, they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now after the INT, it's Carr. He completes it to Jones. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Is actually going to throw it here. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Allen going to throw. Incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Allen. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Raider D, they get the football back. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
On 1st down, Carr. He's going to let it fly. His pass is intercepted for a 14 today. Picked off by Micah Hyde. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, It's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. That one looks like he'll throw here. Battle for it here, and this will be caught. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Allen. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Give him 32 on the play.
First down, Buffalo.
And again, it's Allen. And it's intercepted at the goal line. The rookie Damon Arnett picks it. They're making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Shotgun now for Carr. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught at the 25. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry runs 81 yards. And the Raiders get a score closer.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late. That they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. Yeah, this one travels out of bounds. Unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Allen. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
Today's final score.
What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Buffalo, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.